Hey there, everyone. Steve Gonzer, physical therapist, excuse me, with Run Smart Online. Today is a treatment day, which means I'm going to come and talk to you guys about some conversations I had with runners because I think they'll help you too. What I found over the years is most runners have the same questions, and I answer a lot of the same questions all the time. So I figured I'd bring them to you guys and talk about inserts in your shoes. So a lot of people think they need inserts. They've been given inserts throughout the years, and there was a time in running when no matter what you had going on, you needed inserts. And some docs still believe this, believe it or not, that an insert will solve all the problems. And I want to assure you that is not the case. In fact, I see a lot of people coming in with inserts that really don't need them. And the troubling part is you almost build a dependence on them, and it's tough to get away from them. But essentially what an insert does is it's meant to support your foot and hold it and give it the added support that it's not getting otherwise. And there's this, even recently, I guess, if you had a flat foot, you need an insert. If you have a high foot, you need an insert. Knee pain, insert. Achilles tendonitis, insert. And it was just this blanket statement, but I'm here to tell you that most of the time they're not needed, which could save you some dough as well. But you can get it from the shoe, and more importantly, you can get it from your anatomy. So when your foot hits the ground, right, and you're going to collide into that ground, your foot is going to go through a particular progression. The insert or orthotic is designed to support that motion, but you actually have muscles and things that would go into it. I want to show you, for example, I have, let me turn this camera around real quick. So if we look at, I just got done running, so my feet, so here's my foot. You can see this would be classified as a flat foot, right? So, this would be considered a high arch, but this is my resting foot position. Don't make fun of my feet, but this is relatively flat. And, for years, everyone said, well, you need to have an insert in there. But I can tell you my feet are super strong, and I do not need an insert. Actually, I run in neutral shoes. The thing that matters most in what you put in your shoes is based off of your anatomy. So if you have weak feet, you can't balance well, you probably need some support. If you have past injuries, maybe you need some support. I'm talking major injuries like broken bones and things like that. But at the end of the day, it comes down to this. Your anatomy knows best. Your ability to control your foot, to run, to do things. The muscles are set to do that stuff. You just have to have the appropriate equipment, I guess is the term I'm looking for. So one of the tests I like to do with my patients, they don't really realize I'm doing it sometimes, but I'll ask them to take their shoes off. Don't sit down, just take your shoes off quick, untie them and take them off. And I want to see, can a patient stand up and balance and take a shoe on and off? So one of the quick tests that you could do at home is, can you put your socks and shoes on without sitting down? Real quick, easy test. And if you can't, and you're constantly grabbing for something, falling down, guess what? You need some strength, you need some flexibility, you probably need some balance training. And when you do that, when your feet get stronger, when you get going and you can actually break away from orthotics, you can get into better shoes that aren't so supportive because you have the equipment that you need. So one of the last things I want to share about inserts and orthotics, because this is a long conversation with a patient today, is most of the time, and shoe, I'm probably gonna get some nastiness from like a insert manufacturer, but most of the support you need, you can just get right inside a shoe. So I had a runner come in today who had an overbuilt shoe, and she needed some help, not probably as much as she had, but she had an overbuilt shoe and an insert in there. So it's like a double effect, a double whammy, where she had double support that she didn't need, and she was okay with it, but I think it was leading to her injuries. She was having some knee pain because the foot was getting blocked going through the normal progression. So what all this means is you don't necessarily need an insert, and if you're running successfully with one, like there's times I have patients who have an insert in, but they're running really well. I'm like, I'm not going to touch that because your body's used to it now, and if I take it away, chances are you're going to just hurt yourself. But if you're battling injuries, you're like, I just don't feel comfortable, my feet hurt, I'm not sure if I need these. There's chances are you can just go to some strength training, some balance training, and actually break away from inserts, saving yourself some money, saving you probably from some injury and some heartaches by just getting better balance and getting stronger. So how do you get your foot stronger? It's a whole nother big topic of conversation. It's not by doing towel grabs. It's not by putting a band around your foot and moving it around. That stuff is post-op stuff that we give to people who can't bear weight and who aren't ready for higher level function. If you're not post-op and like a rod in your leg, or you can't bear weight, then you don't need to put a band around your foot and start pushing around. What you need to do is you need to make yourself off balance. You get better running by running more. You get better balance by challenging your balance. So you need to be challenging your balance. So a lot of times what we like to do is we like to have people balanced on one foot, right, and trying to work through some progressions and some different activities. There's actually a whole program you can check out I have called Base 6 Bootcamp. There's Base 3 and Base 6, but these are heavy balance programs, glute strength core programs that can work on this. So if you're someone who needs stronger feet, wants to get out of orthotics, wants to break away from injury and just get faster, go to strength training, go to balance training. There's a ton left on the table from runners. And if you watch my videos, I often talk about the fact that you should just get stronger. And by just running more and more and more, it's really never the answer for anyone. You want to supplement your running with good strength training. So Base 3 and Base 6 Bootcamp can be found in the link in this post. Go ahead and click it. You can try everything out with our trial program and see if you like it. And if you can't put a shoe or you can't take your socks on and off without sitting down, I can tell you absolutely need it. So work and play to your weaknesses. It'll definitely help you. And just know that not everyone needs an insert, and oftentimes they're overprescribed. All right, hope this helps you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.